Before starting to embroider, we need to transfer the design onto the fabric. In this video, I'll introduce 5 common design transfer methods so you can choose the one that best suits your materials and working conditions. Here, I have a light pad made for transferring embroidery patterns. Place it underneath, then turn it on so the light shines through the fabric. Put your printed pattern on the light pad and lay the fabric on top. Once you can see the design underneath, simply trace it onto the fabric. First, place tracing paper over your printed design and trace the pattern onto the tracing paper. Then place the traced paper onto the fabric you want to transfer to. Trace over it again to transfer the design onto the fabric. Place the carbon paper between the pattern and the fabric. Then use a pen or a pointed tool to press along the design lines. When you lift the paper, the pattern will be transferred onto the fabric. This is water-soluble paper made for embroidery. It's like a sheet with two layers, a backing layer and a thin, sticky mesh layer that can adhere to fabric. One sheet can hold multiple designs depending on their size. I'll print the pattern onto this paper using a printer. Then I cut out the design and stick it onto the fabric. When stitching, I stitch directly through the paper. After you finish, just soak it in water. The paper dissolves completely and won't leave any residue on the fabric, only your stitches. Place parchment paper over your printed embroidery design. You can put a flat foam board underneath to make it easier to poke through. Use a needle to prick along the design lines, creating tiny holes in the paper. Then place the pattern on the fabric. Prepare some pounce powder/ink and lightly dab it through the holes. Make sure to remove excess so it doesn't bleed and blur the design. Once you lift the paper, the pattern will appear on the fabric as dotted marks. Each transfer method has its own advantages. You can choose the one that works best for your fabric and the tools you have.